So here we are, guys. Lovely sunny Yorkshire day down the LR Strand shed. Let's have a look inside, see what's going on. The place is empty apart from the WD-40 having a party in the entrance. So first job when we get here is check the facilities. Toilet's clean, look at that. Fucking hell, that makes a change. Put a bit of music on. Don't know who that fella is. He's having a party in his head by the looks of it. Bit of Spotify. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Richard. I own this beautiful establishment, the LR Strand Shed. It was an idea that myself and Luke had many years ago, always to try and open somewhere. We started out somewhere else to start with, which was a shed that used to be my old workshop years ago. It was in my father's yard, and then my brother bought the place, so it's at my brother's yard. But my brother got pissed off with us and kicked us out because we had the music too loud. Hey ho. So anyway, we found this place and the rest is history. You've probably seen most of it on videos before and whatever Luke's done. For those of you that don't know me, I used to play a bit of rugby. Was nothing any special. I used to play a bit of rugby. I was never anything special, just an ordinary rugby player. I had surgery on my right shoulder because I disconnected just about everything that's in it and I had to have it all reattached. Rehab from that, and after rehab from that, I just happened to be training Absolute Fitness where I met Luke and all the other lads and fell into a bit of powerlifting. Went to the World Masters in 2019 in Sweden. Didn't do particularly well, but I had been ill earlier in the year and with a suspected stroke, but it was actually just a virus attacking my nervous system. Since then pushed on a bit but never really competed, so looking in 2025 to get back on the platform and actually try and do potentially what I could do, which is win some competitions. We'll have to see, won't we? Anyway, that's enough about me. I'm going to show you a little bit of what I do training wise, nothing special, and hopefully you'll get an insight to me, and I'm going to do a few more videos on the shed and some of the people that train here and really just give you some idea of what goes on inside the place and actually what goes on inside most people's heads, which isn't a right lot if I'm honest with you. I'm just coming to the end, towards the end of a block. I'm about 2 weeks away from the end of it, and then hopefully looking to compete in March for the first time actually properly with a body that might actually function correctly. So it'll be quite interesting to see just how we get on. So, first exercise of the day is the sled push pull or pull push, however I start. 5 minutes constant. The reason we do this is to get a bit of blood flowing on the body, open the lungs up, get warm, but also it's really good for my knees. Suffer a bit with what we would probably think is a bit of arthritis in my knees. This seems to keep it away, along with a couple of other exercises. It was Luke that first gave me this to do to see if it helped, and within a couple of weeks we'd gone from limping around to not quite being a spring chicken, because that's never going to happen again, but actually being able to move properly, which was nice. So that's the sled push pull done, 5 minutes on, non-stop. And as you can see, kids, I've actually put the sledge away, so it's not in anyone's way, and if someone wants to use it, they know where it is. Isn't that simple? I always try, if possible, after my sled work, just to do a bit of leg extension, leg curl. Again, don't involve the knees, isolates the muscles around it. Just, it seems to help, it seems to work for me, so I do it. When something works, you should do it. Don't know why I'm nodding my head every time I keep my legs back, but I'm sure you'll find it funny. Again, don't particularly count the reps as long as they're into double figures. It's all that matters. Not bothered about any slow eccentrics or anything, because I'm eccentric enough. Just a bit of good honest leg work. Quite small is the shed, quite a bit of kit in it, not too many machines, hardly any cardio machine, mainly all free weights, predominantly for strongman and powerlifting, or powerlifting and strongman, bit of ollie lifting, not much else. Strength and conditioning, but the conditioning comes through the strength work, really. If you're looking for loads of cardio kit, other stuff, this is the wrong place. As you can see, there's quite a bit of stuff in it, so it's a bit of an obstacle course at times, but it's all good for getting extra steps in and keeping you moving. Behind the back holes, so we'll warm up with the empty bar. Up to 60k. These aren't actually the first exercise in my program, but I do them first for the simple reason that my grip is so shit. I try and do them first to preserve my grip. Simple as that. There we go, that'll do for a warm up. Bit of rotator cuff just to start getting the shoulders warm. Everybody will tell me, oh, you're doing it wrong, your form's not right, everything else. Well, fuck that, I do what works for me. Simple as that. Sometimes I even do it in time to the music. I don't particularly count the reps, I just do what feels right. The shoulder starts to feel like it's getting where I want it. For every problem you've got, there's an answer, there's a way around it. Think about it, find a way to work around it, find a way to make it work. Right then, first set, let's see how far we get. Alright. That'll do for the first one. We're looking for 30 seconds. See if we can manage to get 30 seconds on all three. So, let's do set number 2 for the man with the shit grip. Because believe it or not, my grip is absolutely shit. Ever since I had surgery on Both hands on rotator cuff, not on rotator cuff, sorry, on carpal tunnel. It's been nothing but a fucking problem as grip, so let's have another go. Set 2. Two sets at 30 seconds. Now that is the best I've probably done so far. That is pretty damn good. I don't say so myself. That is the first time I've managed to do 3 sets at 30 seconds with 100 kilos. So that's progression. It's been slow and steady, but it's progression. That's all that matters. So now we've got some dumbbell rows. I'll just show you one of the annoying things about being a gym owner. So I got this bench, yeah, nothing special, fairly cheap off Amazon, but it's not worth spending a huge amount of money. It won't last very long anyway, it'll need replacing. We had it less than a week and someone's torn it. Right? I don't mind that, things are going to get damaged, they're going to get torn, I understand that, but the biggest problem is that they've just not bothered to tell me. They've torn it, damaged it, no idea who's done it, no idea when it was done. And I don't have a problem with it, like I say, I know it's going to get damaged at some point, but it'd be nice if someone just said, look, I'm really sorry, Rich, dropped a dumbbell, damaged the bench. I say, fine, no problem, can't help it. But because they haven't told me, it frustrates me. But there you go, the joys of owning a gym. Right, so we have some chest supported dumbbell rows to start. We're going to start light, just to get warm. I have to take the hat off soon. You might see my head of fantastic hair. Done a couple of warm-ups, I would think, yeah. That's getting us lovely and warm now. Bit of work. That's good. Right. First working set. Hats come off. Top sets have come off. We're getting a bit warm. Gloves are staying on though. Nothing big, nothing heavy, we're just trying to work on sorting out the upper back because a lot of rotator cuff issues come from strong people. And the reason for that problem is because they tend to become front loaded, have a weak frame. So my upper middle back and down through my frame, and the connection between my glutes and my shoulders is quite poor, which tends to make the front of my body come forward and round like that, which makes the channel a lot smaller, makes the rotator cuff have to work harder, tends to want to get irritated because of that. So if you can work the upper middle back, make the frame stronger, we can bring the shoulders back and round. And if we can do that, we can open the channel up, take most of the loading off the rotator cuff, stop the irritation. I'm no physiotherapist, I'm no musculoskeletal expert, just what I've been told, and it's what I found works for me. And ever since I've worked on correcting my posture from this to this, it's been an absolute revelation for me, even at my age, with the grey hair, not far off my bus pass. And it means that when I get on the bus, I can get on there big and proud. So look at me, I've got a free bus pass. Because I can hold my bus pass up because my shoulders are in good form, not absolutely screwed, because I've not listened to the advice I was given. Let's do a second set. We progress this slowly from sets of 12, ascending load always. Now on to 3 sets of 8, again with ascending load. Focusing on really trying to get that squeeze at the top. That's what I really want, is that squeeze at the top. Try and open them shoulders up. I either used to smoke too much or I'm getting too old for this. So instead of being lazy between sets and standing around resting, doing naff all, what we're going to do is unload the bar in between, literally just keep moving, helps keep the heart rate there, helps aid recovery, and also means you can get through the session a lot quicker. Keep warm, because it is cold in here, no disputing that, but because the tight bastard that owns it is a Yorkshireman, it's very unlikely to get a lot more heating in the place, so the best way to keep warm is just to keep moving. Right, final set. Making sure I've got the right dumbbells. Didn't know how to find out how weak I was. All done. Right, let's see what's next. So, next up we have by the way, we have a scale in here for fat boys, goes to 200 kilos, can weigh anything you want. In fact, I think it goes to 250. I'm not sure. Cheap enough though. Came from Amazon, less than 100 quid. Goodbye. So that pull down. 3 sets of 8, ascending sets again. Put the mouth guard in because I keep breaking my teeth when I had them repaired, so I've got to wear a mouth guard. So, first set we are. Set 2. Lost count on that set, so I don't know if I did 7 or 8, but never mind. So this is set 3, which is actually current body weight, 98 kilos. Yes, I'm a fat lad. I'm sure you'll all enjoy critiquing my form and say reduce the weight and actually do it stricter and everything else, but it's not what I'm looking for at the moment. I'm looking to move as much weight as I can. Whether it's unorthodox or not doesn't really matter, because most of the things I do in life are unorthodox. I never do things strictly, so let's do it the way we generally move around. It's going to give us, enhance our lives in general, really, if we're honest about it. Sorry I can't talk, I'm out of breath because I'm old and knackered. So that's 1.5 minutes of constant repping. Again, there's been some progression there from, we started off with 2 minutes with a completely empty rope really, until we've worked up to 4 plates for 1.5 minutes. So the progression there over the last 3 months really for me, phenomenal. If anyone doesn't know what the struggle's like with a rotator cuff, I've suffered with it for 12 years and I had to have a minor accident at work to literally near as damn it tear it off, apart from it was an 80% tear. So I had to have it literally cut off and cleaned up and reattached. And I wish I'd done it 10 years ago. Instead of suffering like I have and not being able to do the things I wanted to do. Above anything else, even if I could never ever lift again or train again, my quality of life is so superior now to what it was that I just wished I'd done it time and time again. So if I give anyone any advice, you won't let your dog suffer, so why suffer yourself? Put your hand in your pocket, get it sorted. So I'm going to do a bit of shoulder rehab in between some GHD sit-ups. So we'll just start with a 2.5 kilo dumbbell, and we're just going to do a bit of on the knee rotation again. Everyone will probably critique my form, tell me how shit it is and how I'm not doing it properly, but I really couldn't care less. It works for me. There's a reason I'm doing it like I'm doing it, and that's why I'm doing it. Simple as. And I'm just focused on that rotation at the back there, because I don't have as much on this left side as I do on my right side. But on my right side I have more forward rotation. Sorry, on my left side I have more forward rotation, and on my right side I have less forward rotation. So hopefully with some unilateral work, yes, unilateral, one at a time, we can get that to improve. I'm going to put a bit more weight on this now and actually try and use this to strengthen the cuff, not actually mobilise it. There is a difference. For all, I had surgery on this shoulder 10 years ago, and surgery on this at the end of April this year, so nearly damn it, so within 2 weeks, 10 years apart, this shoulder is already far superior to my right shoulder. And the reason is because once I got my right shoulder working okay, I stopped doing the rehab and I stopped keeping it healthy, and it's regressed, and I've had to work quite hard to bring it back. And because I've done everything with both shoulders since I started rehabbing this, I've now started to get out of the issues that I'd come back into with this shoulder, and I'm now starting to have some normal use with it. Remember, just because something feels good when you're rehabbing it doesn't mean the rehab should stop. It should be some small amount of rehab all the time from the training, whether it's rehab, prehab, stretching, ROM work, doesn't matter what it is, whether we're just reloading, whether we're trying to get rid of irritation, inflammation, anything, just some gentle prehab, rehab work, some stretching, dynamic work. There's always things you can do to improve what we've got. Right, last set. We're going to try something we have never ever tried before. We're going to try and do some rotations with a 7.5 kilo dumbbell. This is going to be the tester now. And we're going to leave it at just one set at 7.5 for a couple of reasons. One is we want to see if there's any after effects tomorrow, see if we've got any irritation or soreness there or pain. Hopefully not, which means it's not doing any harm. There's a difference between muscle soreness and actual ligament or tendon soreness or pain, so we need to work that out in our own minds, which it is if there is any. But also I don't want to overwork it with a heavier weight than I've ever used before, too far an extreme or too much, so we'll progress that. So next week we'll probably do 5 with a 5 kilo dumbbell and then 2 sets with a 7.5 kilo dumbbell, and we'll try and progress that and make them stronger. On top of that, we've got bench coming up in the next sort of 48 hours. I find that quite fatiguing on my shoulders at the moment because I'm pushing that as hard as I can. So I don't want to actually fatigue my shoulders and not have them recovered by the time I come to bench. It's all about finding the balance, getting everything right, thinking about not just what we're doing at this moment, but what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, and the best way to approach it. Last set. Getting too old for this. So the last thing we have is suitcase carries with a kettlebell, 18 kilos. It's the heaviest one we have in the gym. Doesn't have to be massive weight, it's just a case of really training the core a bit. So if you see me looking up there, that's because where the clock is. 2 minutes constant. So trying to keep the torso as straight as I can, not leaning to one side or the other. And just a steady walk. Just as if you're going on holiday. And you've taken your gym kit with you. Hey? Fuck that, when you're going all day, have a rest, have some time off, enjoy life, have a beer, some good food, lay on a beach, forget the gym. So, both hands, 2 minutes, literally just walking around. It's also good for your step count. Good to get a bit of body fat off after you've eaten all that shit at Christmas. Overindulging, that we all do. I love it. Love plenty of food, plenty of chocolate, plenty of beer, good laugh with your mates. What could be better? And that's 2 minutes both sides. So that's really my end of week accessory session done. I do a few other things as well, but you'll be bored enough by now without watching any more of it. Thank you for watching. If you like it, give us a like, give us a follow, subscribe, give us a share. Really put myself outside my comfort zone doing this. I'm not good at this type of thing whatsoever, as you've probably seen by how shit the content is. But please follow us for more. There's going to be more, not just about me, but about the shed, about the characters in the shed, people that train here, their aspirations, what they're going to do it, where they're going to go, what they want to do. Some people just train because they want to train. Some people train because they want to get ultra competitive. Some people train because they want to be the best in the world. One thing about the environment in the shed is that everybody that trains here is invested in each other, and we all help each other improve. We work together. We help sort each other's issues out and problems with lifting and training. The important thing is it's our happy little place where we live our lives outside the door, and we come in here, and we come in here to train, and we come in here to literally forget about life and give ourselves just that bit of me time. We all need something in our lives. It doesn't matter to me if you don't want to go to the gym. If you want to go to the pub, if you want to play dominoes, darts, game of cards, go for a run, cycling, whatever, play rugby, football, it doesn't matter. We all need something in our lives that's away from our work and away from our family and just give us some me time, even if it's just going for a walk, sitting in a dark room for half an hour, nothing else, not thinking about anything. It doesn't matter. You all need some escape from life, from your own life, your family life, your work life, just somewhere for you to go. If you fancy a session down the shed, give me a shout, come and join us, we'll be pleased to see you. Just come and join in the fun and get out of it what you can. Thank you very much once again for watching. That's enough bollocks from me for one day. See you again soon. Bye.